gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff.
Clock is ticking for this government shutdown. It looks like food stamps for November are not coming in. And some people are out here suggesting illegal and criminal activity. Now, I do feel really bad for the people who really need it. The disabled people, the people that should be on this long term because they need this help. There's a video of this woman going around saying that she's going to go about her business, grocery shopping, and just not pay for the food.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the off for November. Y'all better stay on my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you won't start looting, what's gonna happen? Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff. And please follow me to that car. If you feeling froggy, bitch, you ain't going to make it back to your position at that Walmart store. I'm telling you. You want to take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this. It's okay. I live in Chicago. Do y'all think these people finna sit back without no EBT? You know how many bitches I know that got like 9 kids and depend on that shit? You think they finna wait for the Democrats to stop doing this shit? They ain't. They not. I don't want to do it. But who in the gonna feed these kids? Who gonna sit back and listen to their kids being hungry all day and everybody don't even like helping each other? If we being for real around this bitch. What y'all fail to realize is they work for us. Maybe we need to make noise like this and start wilding the out for them to hear us. Don't never want to come together and make a change, but y'all sit here and complain and let them do whatever. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of that shit. We need to come together. How long y'all finna let them do what the they want to do? Like, come on now. We as the United States of America. Come together, bitches, before I start stealing. Simple. I'ma start. I don't care.
All right, so she has some strong feelings. This is really bothersome because the comments are crazy. There are so many people supporting this, and that's what's scary. A lot of people are probably gonna try to go to Walmart, steal. I mean, I don't doubt it. They're already probably doing it, but that is not the way to go. So you're telling me that you would rather get arrested, catch a felony charge, and if you attack somebody that approaches you, you're going to get arrested. Consequences last a very long time. So I don't know why you would do that to yourself, to your children. What I would do now is maybe cut back on some of the groceries that you have, stack up. Going in the stores and looting is not a good look. I bet you she wouldn't care about the government shutdown if it wasn't directly impacting her food stamps. And a lot of people are feeling the same way.
Y'all seen all over social media and on the news that starting November 1st, 42 million individuals will not be receiving their SNAP benefits. And now here's my take on that. Now, the people that I normally feel, that I do feel sorry the most, that I will keep them in my prayers, are the elderly, the disability, and the people that really, really needed, like the very low income family with a lot of kids. The ones that I really do feel sorry the most, I will keep in my prayers. Now, for the people that finesse the system, too lazy to even go out and get a job, all that I can tell you is you need to find a way and figure it out. With the government shutdown, people are already in cahoots when a lot of government workers has been furloughed. Some of the essential workers may have to still work, even though they're not getting paid and everything. And now when we're hearing about the food stamps being cut off starting November 1st, which means Thanksgiving is like right around the corner. That's the time people start getting their groceries ready for that. All things really going to do is increase theft, increase riots, and increase raids. There are people on here already making PSAs saying that if they do not receive their benefits on November 1st, they are already going to go ahead and start looting these stores. I did see a couple people on here already been reporting that a lot of the stores they've been going to, like Walmart or whatever, has already been raided already. I mean, they didn't really stop and think that's actually what's exactly going to happen. And also, one of these days, when the government do shut down, when the government do open back up, when people start receiving their benefits right back, that's going to often cause the stores to become even more busier.
I feel really bad for the people working at the store during this whole thing. And also the government workers that are not getting paid. This is all around bad news for everybody. So I agree with what she said. The people who actually need it, people who are not abusing the system, that's who I feel bad for.
Now, setting limitations on food stamps, you can't buy junk food, you can't buy any sugar drinks or candy and all that. With that, I totally agree on that. But immediately cut food stamps off completely from everyone, that's actually very diabolical, and that's something I don't agree with. Like I said, I only feel sorry for the disability and our elderly people that really needs it. I'm not the only ones I really do feel sorry for, but if everybody else is feeling lazy and don't want to go out and get a job, you're just going to have to find a way to figure it out. Just whatever you have left in your car, you're just going to have to just try to stretch it out, and, I'm pretty sure you will find some way to keep what you have and manage to the month of November, or trying to seek help from people you may know. So like I said, you just have to find a way to figure it out. So
you have about a month to prepare, to stretch it out. So just be very careful in what you buy. So when I was growing up, our family was on food stamps. Now, I remember not having any of these sugary juices. We didn't have any snacks. You know what I snacked on? Saltine crackers and mayo. I would put mayo on saltine crackers and eat them just like that. Yeah, it sounds gross. Like I wouldn't even eat that now. But thinking back, that's like the kind of snack I had. We would basically have potatoes, rice, beans. We're Dominican, so plantains, obviously, eggs, and then like the cheapest meat, Spam and stuff like that. A lot of canned foods. We weren't balling out getting bags of Doritos, sodas, all that stuff. We didn't get any of that. I remember it being very simple. We ate like the same stuff every single day. Back in those days, they had the booklets. Those were the days, but I was a kid back then. People are freaking out about Thanksgiving. Go into your contacts list and see who's hosting. If you don't have that going for yourself, you can go to Food Bank.
Okay, so it's on the CNN News. So the month of November, they told all the southern states to hold back Section 8 and their EBT benefits, okay? So that means that no Thanksgiving and no Christmas, okay? So therefore, you know what? Whoop-de-doo, okay? Whoop-de-doo. Because let me tell you something, American people. It was only supposed to have been a temporary thing, okay? I'm hearing people all up on this internet here talking about what they're going to do. They was getting $4,200 a month. Oh, what they was going to do. They was getting $1,200 a month in food stamps. But they all on iPhones. You're on iPhones, you're on Android. That's a luxury, okay? To the government, that's a luxury, okay? To the government, you're not supposed to have cable, okay? To the government, there's a lot of things that was not prioritized right on Section 8, because Section 8, you're not was supposed to be on it for 20 years, okay? To get food stamps, you're not was supposed to get food stamp for 17 years. I hear one lady said that she had one child starting on it, but she got 6. How did you do that? Okay, I can understand maybe 1 or 2, the second one slipped out, but you had another 4 more. So my thing is, you don't get no sympathy for people like that, because my thing is, then I hear a lady that was in a wheelchair and she's sympathetic, but then she got 8 children. How you do that? How you lay down in the bedroom and you get 8 children and you're in a wheelchair? I don't understand. So my thing is, it was only supposed to be temporary, okay? So what you got to do, okay, because back in the days, we didn't have no Hot Pockets. Back in the days, we didn't have all this extra foolishness, juices up on the refrigerator, all kinds of cereals. Okay, you got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to oatmeal, and you got to go back to cornflakes, okay? Rice and chicken never gets old, okay? You're going to have to go back to cinnamon sugar on buttered toast. You got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to evaporated milk and sugar. That's your milk right there, honey, and put some little sweetener in it. And that's what you got to go back to. You got to go back to the basics. grilled cheese and tomato soup. That never gets old, okay? You got to go back to Spam sandwiches. You got to go back to liverwurst, and you got to go back to those type of meats and stuff by the bulk, okay? Sardines in cans never get old, and crackers. You've got to go back to
what she's saying about going back to the basics. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly how we used to eat. Early 90s. So it was a long time ago.
the basics, okay? So this is why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from American people, because we've been trying to get it out of the mud. Some of us only have $300 to $500 to last us to the next payday, and we got to divide that into 14 days, and we got to make it do what it do, okay? So that's why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from people who have to work, because we're paying for that. We're paying into that for you guys to live a life of luxury. I've seen people with see my nails. I do my nails myself because I cut that out because I'm trying to do some other things. I'm trying to work within myself and saying, Tina, what can you cut out to go ahead and save your pennies in the bank? Because I'm a saving woman. You understand me? So my thing is, this is why you're not being a lot of sympathy from the working class, is because we've got to get it out of the mud ourselves. The government ain't helping us. We're feeding into the system so you can have a better life. That's why, okay? All right, God bless.
I agree with her 100%. I mean, unless, and I'm going to keep repeating this because there's always the people going, wait, it's not right. Some people need it. And I know some people need it. And I'm glad and I'm willing to give the people that need it. But I do get pissed off at the people who don't need it and are living a life of luxury, are getting all these unnecessary things done. They can afford it, but we're paying for their food.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too.
See, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's no shame in that. Go to the food pantry and get some, get whatever you need for Thanksgiving.
You think I'm leaving hungry? Not today. Y'all want to play with my benefits? Fine. I'm feeding my kids one way or another. I'll be back next month when the car hits. Y'all better stock up. You think I'm leaving hungry?
Your food stamps are going away effective November 1st. So I keep seeing videos where everyone's complaining and crying and so scared because allegedly their EBT SNAP benefits are going away effective November 1st. And I've seen all these videos where people are saying Trump is taking away food from people right before the holidays. So let me just remind you of something in case you've forgotten. Food stamps, EBT, SNAP benefits, Section 8, that is all under a government assistance program of which taxpayers who work pay for. There's no bank somewhere that has a stash of money that's sending to you because you don't work. And now this video has nothing to do with the people who are disabled, have disabled children. I'm talking about able-bodied workers. There's no bank anywhere where you get free food. That's not a thing. We pay for it. The people who work, taxpayers, we pay for it. So now you guys are crying, oh my God, Trump is taking away our food stamps right before the holidays. When did you think your food stamps was going to go away?
The lady that said she was going to steal her food. That's exactly what she said. She's like, taking away our food.
Because again, it's government assistance, help. It's temporary while you get on your feet. It was not for you and your kids and your kids' kids and all your families and generational free food. That's not what it was. The Section 8, when you guys were crashing out about that a couple months ago, because now you can only be on Section 8 for 2 years. And to be eligible for it, you have to work at least 20 hours a week. Same thing with Medicaid. Aside from people who have disabled family members, you have to work at least 20 hours a week to get that. You can't get free stuff. You can't. And it has nothing to do with the government shutdown, because if the government was still open, you still can't stay on government assistance your whole life unless you're disabled and you cannot work or you care for a disabled family member or child. So you guys literally thought you were just going to get free food just forever? And then remember when you guys were all crashing out because Kennedy put that new law in effect where food stamps, you can't purchase like junk food, sweets, sugary drinks. It's for healthy food. And you guys were mad about that because you can't buy frozen pizza anymore. And you were crashing out about that and throwing hissy fits in the grocery store. So the food was for healthy food. And so now you're mad because you have to buy healthy food. And then you were going to Disneyland and all these amusement parks and restaurants using your EBT card to get like all kind of junk food in amusement parks.
How are you paying for your amusement park ticket? Because it's expensive. Okay, like over here, I live near Orlando and it's like almost $200 for a day pass. I have an annual pass actually. I actually go. Even an annual pass is almost $1,000. It's a lot of money. So why are we paying for your food? Insane.
And go to Subway and Chipotle. That's not what food stamps was for. Food stamps was for food, for you and your family while you get on your feet. None of you guys tried to get on your feet. And I'm not talking about the ones who used government assistance to help them get on their feet. Bravo to you. But that's what it's for. It's government assistance. So if the government wasn't shut down because they're allegedly saying that the food stamp program could end or people might not get their SNAP benefits effective November 1st because of the government shutdown, let me play this back for you. Let's play it back. The government is shut down because the Democrats want $1.5 trillion plus an additional $5 billion to send money to like Honduras for climate stuff. And to Africa and to the Balkans. Watch my last video. That's what the Democrats want the money for. Not to give you food stamps. Not to give you free housing. It's not for that. It's for foreign stuff. Foreign aid, right? Like what Doge found. So they're like, we don't care. If it was shutting down, if the food stamp program was going to end abruptly or temporarily be halted effective November 1st, it's because of the people you vote for. They don't care if you have food, as long as they have their millions of dollars for what they want their millions of dollars for. And remember, election cycles right around the corner. You know what happens before an election cycle. They need to fund that. They don't care if you don't have food. They don't care if your SNAP benefits are gone November 1st. They don't care if you look at your balance on your SNAP card and there's no money in the account. They don't care, because if they cared, that wouldn't be an issue. But again, government assistance, food stamps, Section 8, Medicaid, aside from disabled people and people who are taking care of disabled people, it is a government assistance program. It is not free food. It is not free housing or discounted housing for you and your whole family and generations to come. So now what happens if after November 1st, the program never comes back? What happens if the food stamp program goes away? What happens if Section 8, they just go away? They're like, yeah, we don't need them to work. We're just taking the program away. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do when Medicaid gets allocated to the illegal migrants and you can't qualify for it anymore? Because if they cared, that wouldn't be an issue. But again, government assistance, food stamps, Section 8, Medicaid, aside from disabled people and people who are taking care of disabled people, it is a government assistance program. It is not free food. It is not free housing or discounted housing for you and your whole family and generations to come. So now what happens if after November 1st, the program never comes back? What happens if the food stamp program goes away? What happens if Section 8, they just go away? They're like, yeah, we don't need them to work. We're just taking the program away. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do when Medicaid gets allocated to the illegal migrants and you can't qualify for it anymore?
Everybody else that is taking advantage of the system, they can afford it, so they can get food stamps. I don't feel bad for them. Let me know if you're affected by this in any way or if you have any opinions whatsoever. Like I said before, I do feel bad for the people who actually need this program. Now, if you want to know the latest scams that are draining bank accounts, then check out the next video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.